The thing that I liked most about Michael Jordan as a player was the fact that I didn't have to try to guard him. If you had a poor defensive scheme, he was going to fill the hoop up until you either figured it out or the game was over and you lost the game. Some of his acrobatic drives to the hoop are just remarkable. You know, he could get past the defense and use a little bit of English off of the glass. The ball drops in so nice. It takes some really advanced skills to do that consistently. The 1988 All-Star Game was a showcase for Michael. Michael had figured out all the things he needed to know to be a dominant player. Everything. One-on-one, couldn't guard him. What Michael Jordan showed the whole sports world was the fact that you put the right people with him, he's going to lead them to world championships, without question. He was a prime example of excellence and a leader that would lead you all the way to the top, all the way to the top. That was basketball at its finest.
Crosstown traffic and the Green Line whizzing by overhead on this calm winter night in Chicago. But not for long. Now let's go over to tonight's public address announcer, Tommy Edwards.
Welcome, fans, to the All-Star Game. Get up and get loud for your West All-Stars. At forward, making his 7th All-Star appearance, the standout veteran of the Denver Nuggets, 6'7", Alex English. Making his All-Star debut, the front court star of the Utah Jazz, the mailman, 6'9", Karl Malone. The man in the middle, an All-Star, each of his 4 pro seasons from the Houston Rockets, 7 feet, Akeem Olajuwon. At guard, making his first All-Star appearance, the virtual star of the Denver Nuggets, 6'3", Lafayette Fat Lever. And the NBA leader in assists in his 8th All-Star game from the Los Angeles Lakers, 6'9", Earvin Magic Johnson. The head coach of the West All-Stars is Brad Nelson. Let's hear it for your West All-Stars. And now, the starting lineup for the Eastern Conference. At forward, a 3-time most valuable player, an All-Star each of his 9 seasons from the Boston Celtics, 6'9", Larry Bird. He's one of the NBA's most exciting players in his 3rd All-Star game from the Atlanta Hawks, 6'8", Dominique Wilkins. The man in the middle, an All-Star for the 10th time, one of the game's most rugged rebounders from the Washington Bullets, 6'10", Moses Malone. At guard, the most valuable player of the 1984 and 1986 All-Star Games. This Chicagoan is making his 7th All-Star appearance from the Detroit Pistons, 6'1", Isaiah Thomas. And finally, the NBA leader in scoring and steals, an All-Star each of his 4 seasons, the charismatic star of the Chicago Bulls, 6'6", Michael Jordan. The head coach of the East All-Stars is Mike Fratello.
Greetings, everyone, from Chicago, the host of the 1988 All-Star Game. Alongside the terrific Clark Kellogg and our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines, I'm Kevin Harlan. And Clark, this terrific city has produced some greats, and 4 of them playing tonight.
You're exactly right, Kevin. The Windy City, Chicago, has produced Mo Cheeks, Isaiah Thomas, Doc Rivers, and Mark Aguirre, all All-Stars, and I'm sure they've got plenty of family and friends in attendance to enjoy their performance on the court.
Yep, so much to celebrate. And Clark, is there a common thread when you think about a Chicago-type player?
Well, I certainly do believe there's a common thread. When playing outside or outdoors in the Windy City, the perimeter shot can easily get blown off course. So you got to be able to get that thing to the rack and in a straight line fashion. And that's something all Chicago players share in common.
A lot of high flyers, you're right. And your West All-Stars, Fat Lever and Magic Johnson, the guards, Alex English and Karl Malone at the forward spots, and in the middle, Hakeem Olajuwon. For the East, it's Moses Malone inside, and Dominique Wilkins with Larry Bird, the forwards. And in the backcourt, Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan.
And you look at Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, rivals since college. Early on, no love lost between them, but over time, they've become friends.
And the West will start out with the possession. Johnson against Jordan. Here's Olajuwon. Olajuwon with incredible footwork for a big man. Larkin, amidst this All-Star celebration, labor negotiations between the players and the NBA continue.
Trying to find their way through this current impasse, Kevin, and looking to avoid any interruptions to this game that we all have a love affair with.
Yeah, I know you and I hope they can find some common ground.
Please make it happen soon.
And tonight's All-Star MVP will have a $5,000 check presented in their name, Clark, to the Thurgood Marshall Black Education Fund.
A great cause in honor of a terrific American.
And when the jump shot has fallen for Michael Jordan, what can you do? He is unstoppable. Clark, you see Larry and Magic together in those Converse ads. They've become really the faces of the NBA.
And Kevin, I think they've inherited the mantle from the great Dr. J. He's done such a great job representing the league all these years, and certainly he's left it in good hands with those two.
Yeah, that's a great comparison. Good ball movement here by the East. Michael Jordan showing the explosiveness that won in the dunk contest last night. And Michael Jordan, not only last season's leading scorer by a mile, but Clark Kellogg this season, he is in the running for the Defensive Player of the Year.
He is the true definition of a two-way player. Gets it done at a high level at both ends.
Lever passes to Olajuwon. That's in there. Lever with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Hakeem Olajuwon. And Michael Jordan winning the dunk contest yesterday, Clark. Can he add to his trophy case tonight?
Kevin, I think his teammates want to see him win the MVP. I think they're going to give him as many touches as he needs to have a chance to do it.
Ooh, that'll be fun to watch. Here's Johnson following the basket by Larry Bird. Johnson kicks to Lever. Passes it to Olajuwon. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Olajuwon's got 8. And Clark, when you look at Hakeem Olajuwon's Houston Rockets, here is a team making a lot of moves.
I tell you what, their trade for Joe Barry Carroll and Sleepy Floyd paying huge dividends. They're certainly on the rise in my mind.
Yeah, a lot of people like those moves.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
English with it. Wilkins picks him up.
You know, when you think of Alex English, I think about all of the buckets he gave me and everybody else during his time of ravaging defenses. He's a volume shooter and a big-time scorer.
And the Eastern All-Stars favored to win tonight.
English.
Star power and firepower. Veteran IQ and smarts, but you never know. The West has quite a bit of talent, too.
Indeed, they do. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the East. Trailing by 2. To the paint. Here's Malone. Good D by Olajuwon.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Jordan against Johnson. Olajuwon, the pass to Malone. The second effort. English in the corner. Goes back up. The master of the mid-range, Alex English. Clock wide open, high scoring both ways.
These tremendous all-stars are putting on a tremendous show, Kevin.
What a blast. Shots good from Bird. And Larry Bird winning 3 straight MVP awards from 1983 to 1986.
You know who the last player was to do that?
I'm going back to the 60s. Something. You tell me.
Yeah,
I know you
Bill
know.
Russell.
Yeah, right.
It's
of
Bill
course.
Russell, 1960 to 63.
Of course. I'm glad we bring him up. A legend.
Yep.
5 on the clock. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, much respect for the defensive Jordan. I mean, he gives his all on this end of the floor. I mean, fantastic at getting his hands up to block shots.
Hey, Clark, the record for points in the All-Star game is 42, set by Wilt Chamberlain back in the 1962 All-Star game.
And, you know, a lot of Wilt's records seem virtually untouchable, but I don't think that one is. With all these great scores, who knows? It might be broken tonight.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun? And an exhibition game with plenty of motivation for these stars nonetheless. For more, let's say hello to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, I was talking to Larry Bird about his goals for the matchup, and he said, I think our job is to get the ball to Michael Jordan, get him into the game, and get the crowd into the game. So if Bird has anything to do with it, Michael Jordan will be the MVP. And that would be poetic justice this weekend. Guys, back to you.
Especially where we are. Well said, David. Thank you. Jordan Clark, obviously, in front of his hometown crowd. He loves it, and they really love it.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Think about the fans in Chicago. They love basketball. And I can expect, and you can too, a ton of energy, some extra adrenaline anytime Michael touches the ball.
Clark, this city is on fire with Jordan, aren't they? I mean, they love him, and they think about what's to come. My goodness.
Smoking.
Yeah. And he makes the first. And Michael Jordan won the dunk contest last night, and man, was it great. What a thriller. He and Dominique Clark put on a great show, and you could tell they both wanted it so badly. Perhaps the home court advantage gave Michael Jordan Clark the edge.
And there was another winner from last night, and that was Larry Bird, taking home the trophy in the three-point shootout. And he didn't even need to take off his warm-ups to handle his business.
Clark, somebody told me he looked at the rest of the competitors and said, okay, who's going to be in second place here? Who's going to finish behind me?
Sounds just like him. Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the most All-Star appearances by far in NBA history. Clark, and All-Star in every season of his career except one. And in that year, he was injured.
Yeah, and at 40 years of age, matter of fact, the youngest player tonight was only 4 years old when Kareem made his first All-Star appearance. That player, Brad Daugherty.
No kidding.
That's right.
Here's Jordan, following the score by Clyde Drexler. Daugherty in the post. Abdul-Jabbar covered. Daugherty with the bucket.
And, you know, they said Brad Daugherty was too soft when he came into the league. Well, an All-Star in year 2 and now regarded as a top 3 center in the league. Well, sometimes they get it wrong in their scouting report.
And Kareem looking to set the career record for All-Star scoring. Isn't that something?
It really is. Needs just 10 points to do it, Kevin, and you got to love his chances. I mean, that's a layup for him, pun intended.
Yeah, a good one.
That might as well be a layup if you give him that much space.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Thomas. Good good, and the nice assist from Wilkins. Thomas got his second bucket of the night. And if there was a snub part for this year's All-Star game, many felt it was the sharpshooter Dale Ellis of the Sonics.
Well, you take a look at what he's done. He's the only top 10 scorer in the NBA who was not an All-Star.
The Tennessee Volunteers should be here. Here's Thomas. After Kareem Abdul-Jabbar scored, Thomas finds Jordan. They get it back. Ewing, the size and aggression of Patrick Ewing inside.
The #1 overall pick in 1985, and it was an all-star rookie season for Patrick Ewing. Hurt last year, but nice to see him back where he belongs, right in the all-star game.
Worthy, the pass to Johnson. Here's McDaniel. He's defended by Wilkins. 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. Johnson can't hit. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the East All-Stars. Pass to Jordan. Shoots over Worthy. Here's Ewing. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 4-point East All-Star lead.
And with Patrick Ewing leading the way, the New York Knicks finally competitive again. The big man has quickly found a rapport with rookie point guard Mark Jackson. They are a team on the rise. Book that.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. East All-Stars ahead,
18.
ending the first quarter on a 14-6 run. And we'll be back with you right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. As these great fans hope Michael Jordan can bring home the win and the MVP hardware. The East leading by 4.
And the head coach of the East, Mike Fratello, his first time coaching in the All-Star game.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. Olajuwon is out there with Malone. Then there's Aguirre. Then it's Lever. And it's Johnson in at the 1. Now the West with the ball. Johnson, the pass to Olajuwon. Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. That shot off. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. How about that? Mike's a terrific friend of yours and mine, and Fratello's Hawks recently moved into first place in the East after the Cavs beat the Celtics. Clark enabling him to become the coach of the East All-Star.
So don't be surprised if the Cavs' Brad Daugherty gets extended minutes in his first All-Star appearance. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
The shot's good from Jordan. And starting last season, Clark, Michael Jordan's scoring went through the roof.
Averaging over 37 points per game, partner, and he's kept close to that pace this season as well. Remarkable.
Amazing and remarkable, right. Wow. Malone sets the pick for Johnson. Stolen by Ewing. And here early, Clark, the East has the edge.
You look at that team on the East squad, an embarrassment of riches, Kevin, and, you know, they've got so many weapons. I think it simply comes down to execution for them.
Johnson, the pass to Olajuwon. That shot off, and the East now will go the other way with it. Now here's Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Ewing sets a screen for Jordan. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Pretty good display of strength by Jordan there. Absorbed the contact and still able to nail the shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Malone's checked in for the East. McHale comes in for Wilkins.
Jordan shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
know, there's so much that's amazing to me about Jordan, but his endurance stands out. He consistently gets stronger, it seems, as the game goes on.
Johnson kicks to Malone. Now the pass to Olajuwon. They could use a bucket. And it's the East with the rebound. Jordan outside. Lets it go with a three. Here's Malone. Moses Malone simply inhales rebound.
Moses Malone is not only a 6-time rebounding champ, but he's also a 10-time All-Star. He gives the Washington Bullets some real muscle inside. And Coach Mike Fratello, a colleague of ours, coaching in the All-Star game, standing tall amongst a bunch of tall guys in the NBA. You know, his dad was an amateur boxer, and, you know, I think that background gives Mike a lot of confidence as a coach.
Johnson down low. Jordan's there. Good on the shot. Johnson's got his first points of the night. And Clark, not easy for these coaches to put their stamp on the game. Only a 1-hour practice yesterday to get acquainted and move through some sets.
And you know, Kevin, it's not about necessarily practice time. A few offensive sets is all that's needed. I think it's how you manage the players and give them a platform to have fun and do what they do.
That's a good point.
Putting it down with some power.
Wow, a true rim rattler. Rivers dishes to Jordan. Bird outside. Over Aguirre. Tries again. And McHale finishes inside. And the East leads by 13.
This is the 4th All-Star game for the Celtics, Kevin McHale. Kids at home who want to learn how to score in the post, just put the isolated camera on Kevin McHale, please. Moves on top of moves in the paint. Boy, Hakeem's size makes him hard to match up against, especially when he's determined to score inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good.
You know, on the floor, Hakeem just doesn't have a physical advantage. He's also very mentally tough. He brings a lot of focus to his game.
English, he's checked in for Aguirre. And Olajuwon drops them both. The East leading by 11. Jordan outside. Over Lever. A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, what a ruthless, wicked dribble move that time by Jordan. Threw his defender off and got the space he needed to fire.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge with a report on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Thank you, Kevin. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the oldest All-Star in history. This is his 17th game. No one else has been in more than 13. To put that into context, there were 6 players in yesterday's Legends game that were younger than Kareem. Magic Johnson says he respects Kareem more than anyone I know because of the pride this man has in whatever he does. Kevin, back to you.
He is a very proud individual. David, thank you. And Kareem's coming out here, Clark, after spending 2 days in bed with strep throat. I mean, it's remarkable.
And Kevin, that's exactly the pride Magic was talking about. And that's why it seems like every game we do, Kareem is adding to some type of record that he's already established tonight. He could very well become the leading scorer in the history of the All-Star game.
Isn't that phenomenal? They call him captain for a reason. He is truly the leader of this entire NBA.
Yes, sir. And enjoying his finest pro season, Clyde the Glide Drexler making his 2nd All-Star appearance. Worked over the summer with Kiki Vandeweghe to substantially improve his jump shot.
Out to Bird. Drexler against Jordan. Puts up a 3. They get it back. McHale trying to free himself up. Malone gets the bucket. Malone's got 6 points in the quarter. And Moses Malone Clark, the wily veteran for the Washington Bullets.
And you know, Kevin, his coach Wes Unseld says Malone has really added a level of aggressiveness to the Washington Bullets.
And he brings Clark a championship pedigree to the team.
No doubt.
Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Lever. Pass to English. Shoots over Bird. Count that one. And the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from English. Jordan against Drexler. Bird dishes to Malone. Jordan kicks to Bird. Malone trying to break free. And Bird with the basket on the assist by Jordan. Bird's got 8.
Larry Bird had it going last night at the Legends game, trying to fill it up tonight as well.
Malone a screen on Thomas. At the top of the key, Malone. Over McHale. Malone misses.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Jordan lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Jordan's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
The touch on Jordan's close range shots is really outstanding. He almost makes it look simple and easy to score in close like that.
Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. English has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You know, people said Alex English was too light of frame, too skinny, not athletic enough. Well, how about this? He's playing in his 7th straight All-Star game. So much for being too skinny.
And Kareem will need to get it going, Clark, to reach double digits.
I think his teammates have to do a better job of getting them touches. Just keep feeding him. He's more than capable of getting there.
Lever taking his time here. English inside. Defended by Bird. English the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 from Drexler. Jordan with some nice D. And so Bird will bring it up for the East All-Stars. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. It's Thomas on the wing. Drexler defending. 3-pointer, Bird. Malone kicks to Thomas. Here's Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Jordan's got 17 now.
An effective score from the in-between area of the court. Jordan doing his thing.
Gets it off. A shot off that time. Michael Jordan getting it done for the East. He put together quite a quarter. 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we welcome you back to the second half of the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. Great performances from these players, whether it's their first time participating or their 17th. Here's Thomas.
You know, you get into the latter stages of the game, and it's normal to wonder who will take home the MVP trophy. It's certainly one of those accolades that's mentioned when you talk about the great ones.
Thomas is out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Bird. Then there's Moses Malone. That's Wilkins in at the small forward. That's the group for Mike Fratello getting going here in the second half. And another great look at the 2K drive. Thomas with the ball. Outside, Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Here's Bird. Good. Nice job down low. 10 points for him. And of the players in tonight's All-Star game, Clark, 2 have won MVP trophies in this game before. Larry Bird and Isaiah Thomas.
And how about this, Kevin? Thomas has won 2 out of the last 4 years. If he was to get 3 MVPs, that would put him in some rarefied air, tying with Oscar Robertson for second most. Bob Pettit is the only player to do it 4 times.
The East leading by 18. Passes it to Jordan. The 3. He shoots again, and the layup is up and in. Bird's got 4 points this quarter.
How about this list? Players who have never missed an All-Star game in their careers. Jerry West, Bob Pettit, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Those last 3 playing here tonight.
And the East with the lead.
Living up to that favored and top billing and giving these fans quite a show.
It's Jordan on the wing. Over Johnson. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 19 points.
And Jordan's jumper simply wet. Love watching him rise up and knock it down.
Here's Johnson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Moses Malone. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Shooting for West All-Stars, Magic Johnson. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
You know, Johnson is really one of the more unique point guards that we've had in the game over the years. And he's able to do it with style and substance.
He hits the second from the line. Well, if Jordan is going for that scoring record, Clark, he's running out of time.
You know, I think at this point, Kevin, he can't worry about the record. Just try to get the win. There's always next year to get the numbers.
From the line, and Jordan gets it to go. 1 points in the game.
Another big night for Jordan. What a natural scorer he is. MJ simply can do it all.
Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. Ewing's checked in for Malone.
Patrick Ewing.
Pass to English. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. He can't get that one to fall. The East leading by 23. Feeds it to Ewing. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Ewing's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Enjoying this big lead, and right now they look unstoppable on offense.
Ewing's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Olajuwon. The vision of Magic Johnson is unsurpassed.
Terrific feed that time by Johnson. The moment he sees he's got an open option, he makes the pass.
Jordan outside. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Olajuwon's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And, you know, most of these guys are accustomed to having their team's offense built around them. It's an adjustment for them now to figure out who's going to get the rock most of the time.
Wilkins outside. Here's Ewing. It's rebounded by the West. Olajuwon's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bird against Johnson. Here's Olajuwon. Patrick Ewing comes up with the rebound. And you think about adjusting, Clark, how about the all-star reserves? Guys that start normally are the stars of their team, now off the bench on a team of stars.
Kevin, excellent point. For players who are used to starting the game, probably a rare experience coming in off the bench and trying to get it going. But I think these guys so enjoy being part of this, that sacrifice is not much at all.
You're exactly right. English looking around. Clock at 6. Johnson finds Malone. And the rejection by Bird. There's the pass to Thomas. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Thomas gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just 1 miss. English passes to Olajuwon. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Olajuwon's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Thomas, 11 points in the game.
You know, there's been talk about adding a third referee to NBA games. The commissioner and the rules committee are in favor of it, and they plan to put it before the board of governors at the next meeting.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Brad Daugherty is checked in for Bird. Ainge comes in for Dominique Wilkins. And it's Rivers in for Isaiah Thomas. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Donaldson, he's checked in for Olajuwon. Worthy comes in for Karl Malone. McDaniels checked in for English. Clyde Drexler has subbed in for Lever. Good ball movement here by the East. Fires the three. The second chance effort. Ewing, good. Ewing's got 8 points.
Boy, Ewing does a nice job anticipating shot trajectories, realizing how quick to position himself on that offensive glass.
Here's McDaniel. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Danny Ainge.
Personal foul.
And Clark, with 3 officials working games, do you think that'll result in more fouls being called, more eyes on the ball? They can pick up a lot more, certainly with more guys out there.
Yeah, you know, I think, Kevin, it might be the case early on with the third official, but over time it'll smooth itself out. Off the ball, you know, some things you could get away with in the past, maybe not so much with 3 officials out there.
He's off on the first.
You know, much respect for the versatility of McDaniel. I mean, he does everything for this team, plays with a lot of confidence, too.
And he sinks the second. Now Rivers. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Jordan. Here's Ainge. Looks for Daugherty and gets it to him. From down low. And off the glass. That one's good.
And Daugherty so fundamentally sound as a pivot man for the Cavaliers. I mean, he's got excellent footwork, tremendous touch. He's a gifted passer. He's what you want in a center.
And the 7-2 center from the Mavericks, James Donaldson.
You know, I think he's the only lefty in this game. Larry Bird and Danny Ainge right left-handed, but they shoot it with their right hand.
You and I have talked about this before, but defending a lefty is different than defending clearly a right-handed shooter.
Throws you off just a little bit, Kevin. Well, good work by the defense offering some resistance there, but Daugherty's size and agility make him hard to stop.
Johnson, the pass to Donaldson. Back to Johnson. Drexler up top. He's guarded by Rivers. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Clyde Drexler getting jiggy with it. Nice little move that time, baiting the defender in tight and drawing the foul.
The West All-Stars have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Drexler. Both free throws good from Drexler. 1:36 left to play here in the third. Here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jordan's shot is off.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Johnson against Ainge. 1:09 left in the third quarter of the game. Johnson, the pass to Donaldson. Another spoon-fed basket for Magic. And in his 8th season in the NBA, James Donaldson making Clark his first All-Star appearance.
And you know, Kevin, before his NBA career, he actually played his first professional season in Italy. So he's taking the path less traveled for sure.
He said, "Arrivederci" to Italy to come to the NBA.
Yes, he did.
The East All-Stars have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Jordan. "51 seconds left to play in the third. Johnson, the pass to Worthy. No dice from the high post. High post, Jordan. Passes to Ainge. Jordan kicks to Rivers. Good ball movement here by the East. The offensive rebound, Ewing. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Boy, down low, Ewing's strength gives him the upper hand. He's pretty agile as well, helping him push through the contact.
And Drexler throws it down hard. And if there's a rival for the size and athleticism of Michael Jordan Clark, it might just be Clyde Drexler.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. The Phi Slamma Jamma alum can take flight with the very best of them.
Yep, great athletes. Jordan outside. Over McDaniel. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
And, you know, I like Jordan's shot selection here. Has a great understanding for when to fire.
And so it's the East All-Stars ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. Welcome back to Chicago for the 1988 All-Star Game. The grand finale of what's been a tremendous weekend to celebrate the NBA. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West.
You take a look at the landscape of the NBA, and I tell you what, that Central Division, dominant. How about this? 36 games above 500 combined.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Drexler is out there with Magic Johnson. Then there's Donaldson. Then there's Worthy. And it's Aguirre, and at the 3, the small forward. And Magic Johnson, Clark, made it clear coming into this game that he wanted the challenge of defending the great Michael Jordan.
He certainly did, and the West as a team will certainly have their work cut out for him trying to slow that guy down.
That is going to be fun to watch. Well, you look at that Central Division, all 6 teams on pace to make the playoffs.
And, you know, Chicago got off to that great start, Kevin. Then they cooled off just a bit. Now tied with Detroit at 3 games behind Atlanta. Those teams are graped up pretty good.
And the dunk by Aguirre.
And the Mavericks' Mark Aguirre actually got married last night. How about that? A big weekend for the DePaul product.
Aguirre against Jordan. Takes the elbow jumper and trains it. Jordan's got 27 points.
And, you know, they aren't showing any signs of easing up. Their offense looks superb right now.
Down the stretch here, the East, Clark out in front.
Getting it done. It's been such a fun game to watch. Entertaining from both sides.
Woo, it sure has been. 3-pointer. That one misses. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Aguirre passes to Donaldson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That was just a force right there, and it's going to cost them.
A big group substitution here for the East. Malone's checked in for Doherty. Bird comes in for Ewing. Wilkins is checked in for Ainge. And Isaiah Thomas is subbed in for Cheeks. Then for the West All-Stars, Olajuwon's checked in for Donaldson. Malone comes in for Worthy. And Levers subbed in for Clyde Drexler. Shots good from Bird.
This is how automatic Bird is. All he needs is the ball, and instantly that shot is gone.
Johnson, the pass to Malone. Over Bird. The West again cannot hit. Looking to keep it rolling.
Stay on the attack and keep playing the right way.
Jordan outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Hard not to respect how tough Jordan is inside. Really good at angling his body to pick up a foul call.
At the line for your East, Michael Jordan, taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Jordan.
And Commissioner David Stern in the house tonight. Since taking over 4 years ago, he's done a remarkable job helping guide this league to new unprecedented heights.
Exactly. McHale's checked in for the East. And West also making a switch. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Karl Malone. One thing the league has done since Commissioner Stern has taken over, Clark, is really marketing the league around its stars. And I like that type of strategy.
I agree with you, Kevin, wholeheartedly. And what better time to highlight those great stars than tonight? Amazing talent, compelling personalities. The league is certainly on a great trajectory.
It absolutely is. Thomas, no good. Here's West now. With the step back. Inside. Lever. That's in there. Coming off the assist from McGuire. And that's now 6 points for Pat Lever. It's been a one-sided affair for sure.
It is obvious and clear who the better team is.
Wilkins kicks to McHale. Over Aguirre. McHale can't get it to go.
That's a quality shot right there. It just didn't fall for him.
Rejected by McHale. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Here's Aguirre. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And after the Central Division, the Midwest has been the second most competitive division. Those teams are sitting at 10 games over 500.
Jordan against Lever. No good from Jordan. To the inside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar outside. Olajuwon inside. Malone on him. And Clark in the Midwest. Those Rockets are really making a push.
And they're doing it behind Hakeem Olajuwon. To me, he's the best center in the NBA. They certainly got a chance to give the Lakers a run for their money.
Oh, yeah.
And Dominique Wilkins is the go-to scorer for the Hawks. No question about that. And he's embraced that leadership role as well. Obviously, a huge part of the Hawks' success.
Here's Aguirre. From down in the low post, it goes. Aguirre's got 6 in the quarter.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Outside, Jordan. From deep. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And good that time.
Terrific focus to get to the basket there.
Johnson up top, defended by Jordan. Wilkins against Aguirre. Back to Johnson. Throws it up high. Stolen by Thomas. Here's Jordan. And the shot is good. Jordan's got 16 points here in the second half.
All too easy for Jordan. Just unfazed by anything the defense throws at him. He's got an answer.
Here's Johnson. Wilkins gets the rebound. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Jordan outside. Here's McHale. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Jordan's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Johnson outside.
2 minutes.
Pass to Aguirre. Rebounded by McHale. McHale's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jordan dishes to Thomas. Back to Jordan. Over Johnson. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
And Thomas doing what a point guard does, setting the tone and pace for his team.
Johnson, the pass to Olajuwon. Over Malone. To stop the run, and Olajuwon finishes inside.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Outside Jordan. And the pass to Malone. And he uses the glass on the layup. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Now the West with the ball. Now here is Aguirre. The dish to Olajuwon. Nice D from Malone. 56 seconds left in the game. Jordan passes to McHale. Wants to get it to Malone and does. Good ball movement here by the East. The 3 from Thomas. West All-Stars with the rebound. That lever with an uncanny knack for rebounding. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Oh, well, what a luxury it is to have Olajuwon as your target for the alley-oop.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Timeout called, East All-Stars. They're in front by 30. 32 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. A big group substitution here for the East. Doherty's checked in for Malone. Ewing comes in for McHale. Ainge is checked in for Wilkins. And Cheeks is subbed in for Thomas. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Donaldson, he's checked in for Olajuwon. Worthy comes in for Abdul-Jabbar. McDaniels checked in for Lever. Clyde Drexler has subbed in for Magic Johnson.
And Danny Ainge making his All-Star debut in year 7, having the best season of his career. He went from a singles hitter in pro baseball to a long-distance laser in the NBA. Good awareness that time to put the shot right back up before the defense could react.
Ainge, the pass to Jordan. And Doherty kicks to Jordan. Here's Ainge with the drive. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan.
And Ainge this season has hit a three-pointer in 23 consecutive games. That's an NBA record, and that is his game, making threes.
And the Eastern All-Stars deliver. The favorites coming in. Clark, they did not disappoint.
Yeah, you looked at that team on paper, and you saw they were the stronger team and should have been favored. But you still got to go out and prove it, and they did exactly that.
And so much scoring in that lineup for the East. My goodness, look at those names. That's always going to be tough to stop.
And you factor in the raucous crowd cheering on Michael Jordan, Kevin. No wonder they found that extra gear they needed when it was time to get it done.
That's a good point. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. So long.